change of government in Ivory Coast. Arasara Ouattara government has been changed by the military. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. There was this change of government going on Ivory Coast right now by the military of the state. Guys, from the speculation we have been hearing that the military has unalived the chief of staff of the country because he was trying to snitch to the France to tell them what is happening in the country so they can have more time to come and stop the change of government. But apparently he didn't see it coming. Right now, he has been unalive. Right now, I'm trying to communicate to a lot of my friends, fans, in Ivory Coast to know the situation of the case right there. But I can't communicate to them because I heard that the internet has been shut down there for everything to come out peacefully. But the truth of this matter is that you see this man here, this Alassane Ouattara government, this man here, this leader, this man is a very different mean man. When this man came to power, it was France that brought him to power. Before there was insecurity in the country, there was instability in the country. So the France people brought him and told the Ivory Coast people, hey, see, this man is a worthy person to take over the government. He's gonna rule for one term. So the Ivory Coast people were like, all right, let him rule for one term. Then they are not allow them to choose their own government. That is perhaps democracy they are being told for. So when the Ivory Coast people asked, all right, one term, ECOWAS said one term, American government said one term. After one term, this man now introduced his vice president and said that he's gonna replace him. That is what he told the country. The citizens, they were like, oh, all right, that is perhaps democracy. So after a few times when he said that he has been preparing him to take over the government when he is not around, he's trying to equip him with a lot of knowledges that he knows. So after a few times, this man he was being prepared to take over the government when he left was unalived. And no one know how he was unalived. That was a mystery. Then the man came out, told Ivory Coast people, see, hey, the man has been unalived, and there is no one that is capable and able to take over the government except him. That let's see, I have built this country to be the current African Ethiopia you guys are seeing right now. So no one can take this country to a promised land except me. Besides, the person that I'm preparing to take over the government has been unalived. They now allowed him, and he has been a second term. This is his second term. Now, after some time, when his second term was trying to come to an end, this same man came to again, told them, yeah, this is a person that I'm preparing to take over the government when I'm not there. This is very capable and able. And he started introducing him to the public. After quite time, the same person was unalived. I don't want to believe what I'm thinking. I don't want to believe what is coming in my mind. So when this person was unalived and he come out again and start practicing his preaching again, see, this man is now preparing to go for top 10. But the problem of the matter is that this man is not welcomed by Ivory Coast people. This man is not even qualified to be the president of Ivory Coast. Why? Because before this man came to power, in Ivory Coast constitution, there is a constitution where it has been made that for a leader to be in power, you have to be so age bracket. But this man is older than the age, except that he was being introduced there by the France, that he was gonna stay there for just one time and he will go. Ever since then, he has been in power. Up till now, there is no peace in Ivory Coast. And people have been questioning, why is it that every time you introduce someone, you are preparing someone to take over your government, to take over where you stop, to continue the work of the Ivory Coast people, you will explain, and after quite time, the person will be unalive. Let it not be what we are thinking. Let it not be what we are thinking. Then, after the whole incident, and people of Ivory Coast have already understood the signal, because when you look at the handwriting on the wall is clear. The first person he introduced that will take over the government was unalive. The second person he introduced that will take over the government was unalived. Now, it looks as if that's what they are thinking is what is about to happen, which is total loading. And there have been so many cases of Ivory Coast intelligence being among people trying to unalive the Ibrahim Traoré president of Burkina Faso. The truth of the matter is that this man you are seeing here has been a working tool for those West, both France and America. He has been working with them and he has been snitching. The problem there is that all these attempts they are making to unalive the president of Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast intelligence has been among them. So let it not be what we are thinking. Now, the recent update was that he's trying to break military base in Ivory Coast so that they will be there to monitor the activity of Burkina Faso. Yeah, that is the reason. Because they will come with different reasons. But the truth of the reason is that they are bringing this military base with the aim to monitor their activity. The truth of the matter right now is that after this man's activity, everything, you know that he has been working for the West. He has been working with them. Now, the Burkina Faso people were like, are we going to stay like this forever? For how long? And right now, you have seen what is happening in other part of the country, other African continents like Burkina Faso and a lot of African countries that have changed their government to be better, because right now all those countries that change their government right now are seeing a better vision of the country. Look at Burkina Faso, the country is quietly doing great in a lot of countries. So the Ivory Coast people were like, we are tired though, we are done with you, man, because if we don't, this is how we continue. For how long? A lot of African nations that have embraced it, what we are thinking, are not enjoying it. So I think it is the right moment we change this man, because he has been changing people. So when they carried out this change of government, everything about this change of government used to be secretly. That is the major concern of it. So no one seeing it coming, no one foresee it coming. You just wake up one morning, you start hearing that was this change of government. That is the style of the change of government. Congratulations to Ivory Coast people once again, because this is what I expect many African countries to start doing. We have to take back our country. We really have to make Africa great again. This is the kind of Africa we wish. We want Africa where African voice and our resources will work for us. We want Africa where our resources will be used to take care of us. So this is what I'm expecting all other African countries to do, because we are tired of this. It is the right time Africa start building themselves. We are tired. For how long? For how long? Thanks to the president of Burkina Faso, that guy has been an inspiration to many African leaders, because immediately he make that move of changing the government. Honestly, a lot of changes have changed in all African nations. Many of them. Now we are now in a waking moment for Africans to take over their country, take over their nations, take over their resources, and build their resources to be in a better form and shapes, so that we will stop leaving our nation to other countries. This is Africa we wish for, and this is Africa we pray for. We pray that this Africa dream and the spirit will keep going for all other African nations to know that this is a struggle, that every hands must be on desk. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you have watched up to this moment, thank you so much for watching. See you guys on our next video. Bye.